There we go. How's that? Hello. All the technical difficulties this morning, apparently. As it was booting up, it told me I lost connection, but as of right now, it says that I am here. So we're gonna just roll with it. Hi, Cece. Welcome in. It's your first time here early. Welcome. This is gonna be the first of two. Hold on? Wait. Do we prefer warm light or do we like date? Oh, that looks like daylight. That's nice. I love that. Oh my gosh, Heather is early too. What is the occasion? Oh my gosh, you guys must really be excited about Writer Workday Day 1, which, if you didn't know, this literally just like happened probably a few days ago. I just had the idea because I was like, you know what? We're already off work on Friday for all of my people who observe Good Friday. And then I was like, you know what? I really need to finish this book. So what if I just took Thursday off too? Had a little 4-day weekend at home writing retreat. Here we are. And thank you all so much for being here with me. I have my emotional support Ghostwriters Club mug to fuel me today as I work to build a legacy that may or may not be lethal. Time will tell. But that will be my lifeblood today is all the coffee because, friends, I don't know what you're expecting. If you're expecting one of my regular Saturday streams or if you're expecting something different, but we're going to do at least 4 sprints today. So lock in for that. Get excited about that. And we're instead of doing all 40s, we're going to be doing like a little ladder situation, which if you don't know what like the ladder is, if you follow Alyssa in the books, she does these often over on her channel. But basically, it is a 12-minute, 24-minute, 36-minute, 48-minute. So each time you go, the time increases by 12 minutes. So by the end of it, we have written for a full, complete 2-hour block. There's 2 full hours of focus, which is what I'm at least hoping to get in today. I'd love to get a couple hours of focus in this morning. And then later tonight, if you are over on Evelyn Black's channel, I'll be hanging out in the stream. Oh, hi, Duchess. Everyone say hello to the queen. Duchess, do you want to say hello to the people? You want to say hello? She's like, I don't know these people. Oh, that's what's wrong. My desk is all weird because I was doing things with this mic before that. I was like, something's not right here. Yes, hooray for coffee. Hooray for coffee. Hello, Steeg. Welcome in. Let's see. Oh, got a lot of writing done today, so I want to lock in with some good peoples to keep me motivated. Cece, so glad you joined because we're going to be locking in, clocking in. Updates. Also, hello, Paladina. Welcome in. Updates on writing. So I am currently on chapter 37, and according to this Scrivener document, I have 4 chapters remaining in this draft. 3 of those chapters will just be reading through, cleaning up lines, just more like tweaking things, like fine detail things. Chapter 40, my friends, I need you all to hold my hand when I tell you this because it's going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. But it's a full first draft that I have to do of chapter 40. So that's going to hurt a little bit, but it's going to be fine because I'm telling myself that chapter 40 okay, so we all know like sometimes when you're in the revision trenches and you go back to like writing or reading first draft words, you almost start to feel like, wow, I've been reading these more polished words, looking at the words I'm writing now, these are trash, what am I even doing? So to counteract that feeling preemptively, I am going I'm going to basically treat chapter 40 as my treat, where I get to just write whatever the heck I want. Because as long as I accomplish what the chapter needs to accomplish, the stage movements are all there, the characters are doing what they got to do, and we get from point A to point B. That's my only goal for chapter 40 on the first pass. And then tomorrow, because I'm crazy enough to think that I can possibly finish these 4 chapters today. Let me just go ahead and say that. Because if I can, then tomorrow I can start back at the beginning and spend the next 2 days, Friday, Saturday, doing a full read through and just making sure that nothing is so super crazy with anything before I send it off to my editor on Monday. So that's the plan for today, my friends. So I'm going to be locking in for a good solid 4 sprints this morning, maybe more if I'm feeling motivated. Like if I get real into it, we may just have to do like another wind down sprint. I don't know. Psychic damage real. Yeah. 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 You know, those revision trenches, the revision trenches will play such tricks on your mind. It will tell you the worst things about yourself. It will make you think that you are the worst writer that ever existed. None of those things are true. I need you, okay, can we all, everyone, if you're in revisions right now, I need you to stand up. I need you to look at your revisions and I need you to say, not today, Satan, because we're not going to let our revisions tell us what we are and who we can be. Okay. We're going to tell our revisions what they need to be because at the end of the day, the revisions wouldn't even have existed if we hadn't written that first draft to begin with. That first draft wouldn't have even had a voice to be talking back to us if we hadn't given it a voice in the first place. Are y'all rocking with me this morning? Y'all didn't know y'all were going to go to church on a Thursday morning. the church of writers, the church of creativity on a Thursday morning. Hello, Stacy. Welcome in. Happy to have you this morning. Completely redrafting my second act, coming off my first good night act into the finger painting that is my draft ability is rough. Yeah, I feel that. Like I have some banger lines that I've been like finding. I'm like, man, this is good. Yeah, I guess because it's the third time I've looked at these chapters, and so this first draft of this chapter 40 is gonna feel rough. But you know what? I'm gonna have all of you with me. I'm gonna have all of you with me to make me feel better about it. It's gonna be amazing. Hello, is Biz. Welcome in. Also, what are y'all working on today? Do let me know. Because Steve, I know you're gonna be redrafting your second act. What's everyone else working on today? Drop it in the chat because I want to know and I want to hype all of you up. Ooh, Cece, gonna be doing first revision of your first project next week. Wanted to wait to do it with a fresh perspective. Right now, working on 2 projects at the same time to pass the time, ruining my brain. That sounds like a lot to keep up with, Cece. But I have full faith in you that you can do this. I really do. I really do. I can't imagine. Well, I guess I could. Have I ever, I don't think I've ever written 2 projects at the same like time, like actually like drafting. Because me personally, I don't keep any of my projects in the same stage. That way I can like keep going back and forth between them. And even though it's, you know, I'm working in 2 projects, they're 2 totally different parts of my brain. Like one's in revision, one's in like brainstorming to where I can just kind of like throw some absolute word vomit at a Google Doc for brainstorming. And then revision is like very focused, deep, you know, heavy work. So, you know, that's kind of how I rock with it is I keep them in different stages because if I have 2 in the same stage, then it's the same book in my brain and I can't differentiate the 2. Keep telling myself that it doesn't have to be good, just has to be. But dang, if I don't go to bed crying, I tell you, it's tough, man. Being an artist, it's not for the faint of heart because not only do you have the world sometimes telling you that your art sucks, but 99% of the time it's you telling yourself that your art sucks. But none of it's true. So I don't, it's just one of life's many challenges. It's like we know. I mean, well, we also know there's always room for improvement because if you ever think that your writing's perfect, then I fear you've missed the point, because writing's all about growing and evolving and reflecting all these different changes you've experienced in your life through the way that you express your words. It's just so beautiful. Art is beautiful. Y'all don't get me started. Don't get me started. Let's see. Ooh, second book on a duology. Been brainstorming for a few months, but I just started writing yesterday. Stacy, that is so fun. Need to clean up a bit, then hopefully finish the chapter I'm working on. Reached 15K last night after working on this draft for a month, so I'm starting to wear myself out. 15K. That's amazing. Yeah, definitely. If you need to like slow down, take a little break, do that. Also, what I love to do, since I mean you're about to be cleaning up for a little bit, anyways, I love a little like clean the house brainstorm because it just does something for my brain where I'm just like constantly thinking about my book, like trying to solve a problem, but my body's doing something else. And so I don't know, it just like shakes the gears loose sometimes and helps me figure out where to go next. I don't know if that works for any of you guys, but you know what I'm saying? Working on chapter 5 and 6 in one project and chapter 6 on another because I was slacking the last couple of days. Oh, so you're on the same chapter in two different projects. That's yeah. I understand the confusion. I really do. Still working on first draft of project community service, taking the Donna Tart 10-year plan for writing this thing. LOL. Hey, Donna Tart puts out some great books, and the 10-year plan works for her. So hey, if it works, it works. Few scenes into my fun and games, and it's neither fun nor games. But did a spaghetti at the wall with Katie Ann last night, so I feel better about the project today. I love a spaghetti at the wall kind of night. I really do. A little noodling session, a little brainstorm. Uh, so good. Exactly. Exactly. Because even the worst human art is better than the best AI art. Tell yourself that every time that your brain starts being mean to you, because no matter what you create today, it will be better than what a computer could create on its own without human interaction. So remind yourself of that on this day today. Thank you so much. I'm working on the first draft of Urban Fantasy. Paladina, that's so fun. I love that. Yes, I love a cleaning brainstorm. It's usually how I come up with yeah. Usually if I'm ever feeling stuck, like if I'm in the middle of drafting and I'm like, I really don't know where to go next, I will literally put my headphones in and I will just clean my entire house and let my brain just wander and see what happens. So that's kind of how I rock with it. But yeah, I love me a little cleaning brainstorm sesh. Yes. Yes. 100%. 100%. AI art can be better though. I mean, yeah, but the only way you can make AI art better is by inspiring it with more human art. So might as well just create the human art and not worry about the AI art. Because the whole point of art is the creation of the thing. So if there is no creation process on your part, the human's part, then they're no longer an artist. They're an art director. So two completely different projects, so it's not confusing unless I forget what doc I'm on. That would be funny. Could you imagine just like I don't know what genres these two projects are in, but for example, if you're in the middle of like a romance and then chapter 6 is just like a chapter of horror with characters you've never met before, and then all of a sudden it's back to like a meet cute. Could you imagine? That would be crazy. Giving chapter 3 a light edit and plotting chapter 4 today. Yes, I love that. Yes, fighting words around these parts. Anyone create specific playlists for their projects or characters? I do it to help me during the POV I'm on, but I was wondering if anyone else does. I don't necessarily do one for like specific characters, but recently I have been rocking with some like spooky orchestra music for Project Terms and Conditions, just because that's like the vibe. I've been listening to a lot of like rainy cabin noises because there is a like the finale of the book. It's raining constant, like it's storming its butt off outside. So because the whole book's a countdown to a storm, so we start off at the beginning with 4 days until the storm, and then the finale is called the storm, like the last part. So right now that I'm in the storm section of my book, I have been listening pretty much nonstop to thunderstorm sounds as like white noise because it just I don't know. It's a if I ever need to add some sensory elements, like I'm literally like it's like a soundscape for me. I'm in the house with these people. I can hear the same storm that they're hearing outside. And so it just kind of helps me add the sensory detail. Oh, 100%. Yeah. 100%. And then I love Brandon Sanderson did a video like about this and talked about like, he loves like working with cover designers and all of this stuff. But at the end of the day, even though it's Brandon Sanderson's cover, he still credits the artist because at the end of the day, Brandon Sanderson isn't the artist of the cover. He's the art director because he told the artist what he wanted. The artist created it for him and then gave it to him. And so, same thing. If you use AI to create art, you're not an artist, you're an art director. You're telling an not even an artist, a computer, what you want, and it's spitting something out at you. So inspiring, yes. Part one of my book is named A Coming Storm. Been listening to thunderstorms too. See, Steve, you get it. You get it. Also, if y'all missed it, I did post a little fun teaser over on my Instagram, but it's also on my YouTube channel, of the first letter of each word in the title for this book. Because last stream, I announced that the release date for this book. So here in a couple weeks, we may be getting a title reveal. So make sure you're locked in on these streams because I always share with the stream first. Stream gets first dibs of all news, and then social media gets to see it. So if you're in the streams, you'll never miss any news regarding. I almost keep saying the title of the book, but terms and conditions is for right now the placeholder. Yeah, facts. Indeed. I usually have a character playlist of songs with lyrics that remind me of my character cast, and then I have a story vibe playlist of more soundtrack cinematic tracks. Interesting. Yeah, I've only ever really done soundscapes for me because if I'm listening to something, it has to be somewhat of a constant sound. It can't like vary too much in like pitch and volume because to me that is just very, very distracting. It needs to be very like almost like one note with like one note with like a couple little ornamental sounds here and there, like if it's constant rain with a little bit of like, a thunder, a lightning, a tree shake, a something, just kind of like little ornamental sounds spread throughout the constant noise. That's my ADHD. That's how I lock in. So I can't lock in without my sounds, without my sleep sounds or my thunderstorm sounds. All right. So, friends, I feel like the time has come. I feel like the time has come. I've got my document pulled up over here. I've got my lovely live stream pulled up right here. I love being dual screen now. That's just changed my life pretty much because I can just see everything that comes through here, but then just without having to click around in a bunch of buttons. Bada bing, bada boom. There's my story over here. Anyway, I am going to switch us into. Why did it disconnect my focus? That was rude. There we go. Okay. So this first sprint's gonna be super easy. Nice little warm up, 12-minute sprint just to kind of get ourselves together. That's what this sprint is for. That is if you don't have a goal for this first 12-minute sprint, then we're gonna get ourselves together. Oh yeah, Steve. You and me, we're on the same wavelength. I love a good white noise waterfall video. Yeah. Any kind of like staticky white noise, brown noise, whatever noise. Give it to me, Rachel. Phenomenal. Give me 14 of them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Whoop, whoop. Okay, friends. So, with that said, the time has come for you to lip sync for your life for the next 12 minutes. If you don't have a goal, let your goal for this 12 minutes be to just figure out what you're going to be working on for the next sprint. And that's totally fine. But with that, Godspeed. I'll see you in 12. Bye. Hello. Not gonna lie. I Is this what I want? No. Why can't I? There we go. To keep us accountable, we have our break timer down there. But how'd you do, everyone? Let me know. Not gonna lie, I had my groceries delivered during that time, so most of that 12 minutes was spent putting those away. I did a little fridge clean out while I was in there. What else did I do? Oh, I did a little bit of work stuff. Um, got some of that done. And that was pretty much it. I didn't actually get to do much writing, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. You feel me? But do let me know how you did. Let's see. Ooh, managed to get a couple paragraphs down in your notebooks, which is good. Off to a good enough start. Hey, we love to see it. We love to see it. Didn't write anything yet, but I finished cleaning. Just need to do a few school assignments before I can write. Amen. Well, then but you got your cleaning done. So now we just gotta, yeah, you got this for sure. I don't know how long your school assignments are gonna take, but if they don't take that long, then you might be able to knock it out in the next sprint. Also, y'all, I am in desperate need of a haircut. If you can't tell, my hair has gotten so long. And when you see here, when it gets long, it like curls and it is so hard to tame. The only reason that it looks the way it does right now is because it's pretty much sprayed to filth on my head right now. But I'm desperate need of a haircut. But my person who does my hair, he's like booked up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have been more prepared. But here soon I'll have a haircut. Don't you worry. Ooh, Jenna Ray did the dishes. Hey, those dishes are done now though. So now you can do other things. Whatever that means. Open your document. Thought about the scene before I wrote 16 words. He wore his hair down today, letting the hair fall in front and cover his birthmark. Amen. Amen. That's a good start. It's a good start. Still at work though, so I had to deal with some customers that came in, but I'm on a roll. CC, I love that. You better write on the clock. I do it. Don't tell my boss, but I do it all the time. All the time. And y'all and you can't even prove that I just said that. Anyway, added 332 of rewrite to a chapter 3 scene. Very nice, Shiloh. Yes, a lacquered down hair. I'm telling you, because if I did it, it would just be floating and fluttering every which way. It's a mess, but it's fine. 120 words. First chapter is always hard. Yeah, indeed it is. I don't know what face purple crying means because I'm on the Restream Studio, but I'm just gonna believe that it is a very upset purple face. Oh my gosh, hi Misty, welcome in. Yes, you did make it because we've only done one sprint and we've got 3 more to go. So you're just in time for the productivity. Yes. Happy to be in your company as well. We have lots of fun friends here in the chat, and we're all just doing our best to wake up and get started on this lovely Thursday. I almost said morning, but really it's whatever time zone it is for you. It's morning for me, which is why I'm drinking coffee. But whatever time zone it is for you, I hope you're having a great time. See what I did there? Let me see. I want to share a little something because we have like 5 minutes, so might as well just like yap. Unless y'all have questions about anything, y'all want to talk about anything? It can be about my book. It can be about your book. It can be about somebody else's book. I don't care. Just let me know. I'm down to yap. We got 5 minutes. We earned it for that 12 minutes of hard work that we just put in. All right. Ooh, 4:37 p.m. for you, and good Thursday, Easter Thursday. We have Ash Wednesday, and then tomorrow is Good Friday, which we were already going to be off for work, so I just took Thursday off as well because I wanted a 4-day weekend to finish my book about spooky stuff. So that's the only reason that I'm here. I was like, I just need to do some writing. That's my goal this weekend. What genre is everyone's projects? That's a great question. The current one that I'm working on is I'm currently marketing it as a paranormal psychological thriller. So that is how I'm marketing this current work. Hope you guys have seen. Oh, I have not. I've seen. I feel like I've seen the cover for this, or like the trailer or something. Hold on. Now I gotta search it. Oh yeah, it's got Daddy Gosling in there. And that's all I needed to know. Oh wait, is this no. Yeah, based off the book by Andy Weir. Okay, I've seen the book before. I had not seen the movie. Is the movie just come out? Oh, it's in theaters right now. Okay. Okay. Wow. You learn something new every day. I'm just so out of the loop because I just don't get on the internet a lot. I've been so stuck in this book. Oh my gosh, hi Leah. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. We're writing a weird western dark fantasy cosmic horror. I like all of those words. I've never seen them all together, but I mean it can't be a bad time. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys in space? Say less. And it's scary, but there's magic and it's a little dark. Ew. Okay, now that you have done it, written a book and published, I read it. It's good. Well, thank you, Heather. Is writing your second piece easier in any way? That is a great question. I I would say as like not necessarily the process of like actually doing the work has been any easier because I mean I feel like every book comes with its own challenges. But I will say that this process has felt easier because I already knew what to expect. And so that, you know, alone, like getting to kind of sort of skip that little bit of the learning curve with like revisions and publishing and all that stuff. Cause technically I haven't really even started well, I mean, I've started, but it's gonna change once I get like the final edited copy. But like with the formatting and all of that stuff, I have all the pieces, but it's like I can't do one thing without the next. But because I already know that, it feels less stressful for sure. But I would definitely say that the process of everything, like actually doing the work itself, has not been any easier than Ghostwriters Club for sure. If that made any sense, I hope it did. Do you often go to the library to do some writing? I went last weekend for the first time in a long time. I don't know how to feel about it yet. I don't. My favorite place to write is my house. Every now and again I can like, do like a cafe or something. But again, it has to be one that has that constant, either a constant noise of like customers in there or like quiet with like maybe some like chill music or something playing through the radio. Usually I have a very, very hard time focusing with people around me. So, he's a lot more competent than I am. And friends, that sound means that it is time for us to start our next sprint, but I am going to catch up on chat. So just please ignore the thing that is running in the bottom of the screen. And then we'll hop over to the other screen and we'll start up our 24-minute sprint. After Jonathan Bailey in Jurassic Park, they've been putting slutty little glasses on every male main character since. You know what? I love a slutty little glasses. I mean, Jonathan Bailey, my goodness. He was the only reason that I paid attention in the new Jurassic Park movie. But and then also, yeah, Ryan Gosling in these glasses. I mean, that's the first thing I saw, and I was like, yeah, I'm sold. Say less. I don't know what it is about the glasses. Are glasses cool now? Are they hot now? Because when I was growing up, like if you wore like everyone hated wearing glasses because it made you look like a nerd. But now, when hot people do it, it's okay. I tell you, society. Long distance, slow burn romance for Project One, and then mystery thriller fantasy. I see what you mean. Very, very different. Very, very different stories. I love it. I'm trying to get back to my gothic burlesque novella. I mean, I know it's not this, but my gay brain went to it's burlesque wagon wheel Watusi. Back to I think they were talking about that on the Troublemakers yesterday. It got brought up, and I heard myself be summoned because they were asking the title of that song, and I was like, I know every share anything. Not really. I just know a lot of the references because you know. Okay, I got to stop talking and catch up on chat. Hello, everyone. Hi, JK Lambo. Working on revisions still. We're trying to finish them. And how long are you streaming for? JK Lambo, we have 3 more sprints left. We're doing a 24, a 36, and a 48. So we're here for a hot minute. Don't you worry. Yeah. Yeah. The glasses is got again. Hot even. Yes, wagon wheel Watusi. Yeah. I mean, I was ready. Fingers on the keyboard, flames. Oh, honey. Hi. Everyone say hello to honey. Say good morning. Hi. You want to say hello to the people before we start writing? Do you want to give us the power of motivation and strength? Yeah. Come here. Yeah. Share your wisdom and powers with the class before we start our next writing sprint. Yeah, that was really good. Oh, and we have a Duchess. Wow, we're getting double blessed. Double blessed on the stream. Everyone spam the chat with cats and dogs, please. We're getting double blessed by a Duchess and a honey. Oh my goodness. My heart can't contain this. Y'all, that this just means that this next sprint is going to be killer. We're all going to be locked in. Are y'all ready for that? I don't know if y'all are ready for that kind of magic. Okay. Yes, all the dogs and cats. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we've been double blessed. Truly. Who knew? Who knew we could be double blessed with the honey and the Duchess on such a day as this? I love it. Oh, it's the black kitty. It looks like Duchess. Duchess, where'd you go? Dang, did she ditch us? Oh no, she's getting on her little box perch. They're taking their positions. Y'all can't see it, but the other day I turned around and Honey was like literally sleeping on the hard floor in the corner, and it just looked. She was sleeping peacefully, but it made me sad. So I got her a bed, and now you can't see it, but it's right next to my desk. So now Honey has a little place to lay, and then Duchess is always on the boxes that are under my desk because she likes boxes more than anything in the world. So, you know, but with that said, I have yapped for way too long. So let me fix my focus because we need to make this 24 minutes because we cannot lose the magic of our double blessing that we have been given. We simply can't waste it. So we're gonna restart this current segment. We've already got our 1 heart. We're about to earn our second. One can hope. There we go. Okay, friends. 24 minutes are on the clock. Best of luck to all of you, and I'll see you in 24. Goodbye. that was the end of our second sprint. How did y'all do? I finished up two little work tasks that just popped into my email that just had to get done today, but it took me not very long at all. And then I started locking in on this chapter and been just kind of working my way through it. I didn't get very far in it because I am just it's becoming so much more clear to me like what this story is in this draft, which I love. And so it's just yeah, it's very much becoming clear to me because I've been thinking about wanting to have more of a certain character's POV in this book. And there was a part of me at one time that thought it was needed, but I'm glad that I'm coming to this realization because I'm realizing that at the end of the day, I feel like the big takeaway from like or big theme of this thriller is like grief and loss. And so with that other character's POV, that almost sort of like made it to where it didn't invalidate the importance of the other character's perspective, but it just felt to me that that other character's perspective was almost like a whole different story, a whole different like book. It's not this story that I'm telling. And so that was an interesting little breakthrough that I had in the middle of that sprint. And so most of it was, and I got most of that from just staring at the wall. And so, bada bing, bada boom. At the end of the day, it's night. I love Trixie and Katya with every part of my soul and my being. Yes, the bell is so nice. It's very, very calming, very, very gentle. It's a very welcome wake up from the flow state. And I was just about to open my document again. Next sprint, maybe. Yes, indeed. Because the next sprint is going to be a 36-minute sprint. So we're going to have plenty of time to lock in. 450 words of a new chapter. Very nice, Misty. Finished your two assignments and got about 400 words written. Oh my gosh, you are locked in. Two assignments and 400 words. That is so productive. I think I finished the rewrite of chapter 3. Heather, that's phenomenal. We love to see that. Can you share some of that just fast energy with me? Because I just really want to get through these chapters, but it's just not going at the pace that I want. But it's fine. It's fine. Literally took 5 minutes of that time to write. I had to deal with customers and restocking items for most of that, but I got something done at least. And that's what matters. That is what matters. Yeah, correct. Anything they do is my comfort show. Just them laughing and like the queens who like to watch love stuff like that. And like all their funny videos together. I mean, Trixie Katya live. I mean, anything that I have experienced that has involved both of them together, I've had a great time. So grateful and blessed for both of them for being with us on this day. On this day, honey. So I guess I could just read you the first line of this because I didn't share a line from what I just worked on, but literally every other line is a spoiler, so I can't. But I can read you this one. Oh, actually, no, I can't. I can't read you the first half of this sentence because it's dialogue, but I'm just gonna read the dialogue tag and the words after. Okay. So dialogue, dialogue, dialogue. I mumble, a string of blood and drool dangling from my swollen lip. So that's the tea on me. That's where my character is, in case anyone is wondering. Ooh, I got a last line from Is. The footsteps stop at the edge of one of the most cover. Let me try to read. Sorry. One of the moss covered Edge of one of the moss-covered caves, muffled screams reaching through the okay, I got it. Let me try this one more time. The footsteps stop at the edge of one of the moss-covered caves, muffled screams reaching through the rock formations. Period. That's great. Also, terrifying. Why? Who's screaming and why? That's what I want to know. Almost done with a poem. Trying to write a poem every day for National Poetry Month. Ray, I love that. I love that so much. And with you working on your poetry collections, it's a perfect way to just stockpile up a bunch of poetry for you to edit and add into another collection, perhaps. I love that. I mean, if that case, you could do like a collection a year. Every April, post write 30 poems, edit them throughout the year, publish, start all over again in April. Boom. Feel like I'm walking through mud. Yeah. Oh, I feel that. I feel that with these revisions. This last section, that I already knew though, the end was going to be the hardest and it's the messiest. Not the messiest, but it's where the most is changing. And so I just knew it was going to be a slog and it's fine. That's why I know these things. That's why I build in this writing time with my friends because it makes me feel better about being in the slog of revisions. Okay? That's why I have all of you guys. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are the MVPs. Anyway, ooh, I do want to show you something because I got myself a little, almost like a little pre-treat, if you will. Like I've already bought it, but I can't like actually read it and like look at it until I finish the draft of this book. But in research preparation, because the second I send this book off to my editor, I am starting my grand world building magic system obsidian document for Project Purple. And with that, I really want to nail because in the first book, we don't see a lot of the actual magic system because it takes place on islands where without magic, in this world of magic. So we don't really actually get to see how the system works and all of that until book two. And because of that, I really want to have the rules locked in place because once they're set, they can't change for the rest of the series. And I mean, so I want to basically nail down what my magic system looks like when it's working, what it looks like when it's breaking, and then what it looks like once it's broken. And I feel like once I have those three really locked in, I'll feel better about it. But I want to start working on that after I turn this in. And so as research, your boy got himself a book on crystal magic, and it says it is a practical handbook on the power of sacred stones. And it has so many fun little things. And obviously it's purple. So are you kidding? Project Purple. It just made sense. It just made sense. So I have this fun little resource that I get to sort of dig into as a fun little reward for finishing this draft. But I mean, it's gorgeous. And it has like crystals defined, crystals in history. And so I'm just gonna mark this all the way up and I'm gonna use it as inspiration to help me build my magic system. So I'm very, very excited about her. Crystal magic. And anyone named Aurora Kane has got to know something about some crystals. You know what I'm saying? So very pumped about that. Ooh, I pray the rosary one bead at a time, counting lies like seeds planted in our minds. Oh, Ray. Okay. This was the best way to type poetry. Hey, I love it. I love it. That's beautiful. Exactly. We're in hell, but we're in hell together. Amen. Speaking of stones and crystals, I wire wrapped some tiger's eye for necklaces. Oh, I have a wire wrapped necklace right here. Hold on, I'm gonna knock everything over in my life. Okay, we got it. I don't know if I've even how much I've shown it off on here. I showed it off on like a time Friends, we know what that means it's time to write again, but this is the one that I have, um, and it looks like a tree kind of, like, growing up the crystal. But, yeah, that was the necklace that I got for Project Purple for that diva who formerly known as Project Purple. No, she's not formerly known. That's what she is. That's what the series is. Okay. Crystal is back up. Truly. Truly ate with that. Ate with that. Okay. Now let me get our 36-minute timer pulled up. Who's excited? If you're excited, put a pencil emoji in the chat if that even exists. Or actually, if you know about the twerking bug in Evelyn's streams, do a twerking bug with the cricket and the grasshopper back to back. If you do it like a whole bunch of times back to back, Miley found that it looks like a bug twerking. So drop some whatever you want, anything that you're excited about. Drop that emoji in the chat while I set this up because obviously I can't talk and do things at the same time. It's fine though. Okay, 36 minutes. Do a little reset of the current segment. Beautiful. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. She is set up, and the time has come for everyone to do whatever you're going to be doing for the next 36 minutes. I do believe in all of you. I do declare that all of us will be successful in whatever we choose to accomplish during this 36 minutes. Okay? With that, God save the Queen. I'll see you on the other side. Hello, everybody. That was the end of our third sprint. Duchess has big feelings right now. I don't know if you can hear her yelling behind me, but that's just, she's got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? But that was the end of our third sprint. How did y'all do? I actually spent most of that on writing. Duchess. Goodness. So I'm trying to see if there's any little bit that I don't think I can share anything in these chapters. I just don't think so. I really don't. Because it's all spoilers and no spoilers. But if you want to share anything that's not spoilery, you can absolutely do that. I would love to read it. Let us see. CC made the first pass of their notebook. Made it past the first page of your notebook, which was the set goal. Love that. So you've already accomplished your goal, CC. You better slay. Doing some fun Instagram things. Some April vlogs. Lots of stuff happening. Yeah, we had Thomas join us while we were in our first or in that last sprint, not the first sprint. We've been doing them. Yes, Duchess does want some attention. She gets treats every day, and she knows it's not treat time yet. So she's just gonna have to wait for her treat time. Both her and her sister get them at the same time every day because they're spoiled. Despite what they want you to think, they want you to think that we just starve them to death because they're mad and want double treats, but they can't have that. So don't listen to their lies. Also, hello. Okay. Did I accomplish anything that I can share? No. Turning. Why is this sentence so weird? There we go. I think that works. Ooh, we got a line from J.K. Lambo. Let's see. Back to you. His dad shook his head. Instead of you to be focusing on the business. Wait. Back to you. His dad shook his head. Oh, wait, context. Main dad catches him and FMC during a moment. Oh. Instead of you focusing on the business, making us millions, you're engaging in this tomfoolery. Finished your Infinite Chapter 12 at the end of March. It's a bit, hey, that's fine. First drafts are for that. First drafts are meant to be crap. For sure. Infinite. Is this part of the same story that you were writing back in November? Like, is this all part of the same like series, or is this like a new story? Let me know. Also, yes. If you are a writer, author, adjacent person, and if you would like to drop your, like, if you post videos on YouTube, or if you have like an Instagram where you post updates, feel free to drop those handles in the chat so everyone can follow each other. We're all friends here. We got to support each other as much as we can. So feel free to drop those all up in the chat. It doesn't bother me, not one bit. And yeah, everyone go support our friends here with us on this day. All right, so we've got about 5 minutes left of our last little rest time before we go for the big sprint. The big mama jama. Okay? Because this next one is going to be 48 minutes long. So, get excited about that, truly. Let me actually make sure that I'm just going to go ahead and set it now so we don't even have to worry about that when the rest timer is done. Boom. Okay. YouTube and Kofi. I've never gotten into the Kofi. I don't even know. So like, I mean, I'm assuming it's people buy you a coffee, but like, do you set? Are there tiers, or do people just donate whatever? Like, is there like? Yeah, I'm just curious. I've never looked into this. Yeah, same book as November. Took a couple months break at the beginning of the year to finish a short story, but I'm back on the book train now. Love that, love that. And I'm assuming you're doing the same thing that you were doing with in November, still writing by hand. By the way, I watched your most recent video on like why writing by hand like is helpful like for like your brain and like the all the research that you did on that. That was a really cool video. If anyone in the chat is interested in writing freehand and like the benefits of that for you and yourself, go to this channel right here, check Thomas out, because he just posted a video recently about it and I very much enjoyed it. Okay, there's a goal and membership tiers. Okay, so I guess you can like set like a monthly goal of whatever and see what happens. That's so cool. I love that. Oh, nice. Are you doing is there a certain time you live stream? Well, I mean, obviously we're in different time zones, but actually I can just probably do you have any live streams posted? Because I can just go to your channel and see what you got going on. Current goal is to raise funds to self-publish Pastry Chef Rivals novel, Project Sugar and Spice. I also have membership tiers where fans can get exclusive content. Ooh, so fun. You know, okay, this is gonna be I'm gonna be just y'all are gonna get some tea, I guess, but it's not really tea because I haven't started doing anything. I've just been kind of doing the research. But let me know if this would be something you'd be interested in, because if there's interest for it, then there's more reason for me to do it. But I was thinking about doing a bit of like a little like Kickstarter for terms and conditions. Because I mean, I've seen lots of horror stories online, and I feel like at this point, I know what not to do. And obviously, I mean, the book is written, like you don't have to worry about that, But I was thinking about doing some like fun tiers because I would love to raise money to do like an actual like professional audiobook of this book. I just think that would be so nice. And there have been people that have asked me if I plan on doing audiobooks, but audiobooks are quite expensive to produce. And if I were to produce them on my own, that is a very large time commitment of both recording, editing, and all of that, which would be taking time away from my writing time, which I'd rather not take away time from my writing time. I love my writing time. It's sacred to me, and I don't want to take any time away. So um, yeah, I was considering as one of the tiers doing like, like if you do a Kickstarter, you could do like there'd be like a bundle where you could get for like one price, you would get a paperback copy of the book, an audiobook version of the book, and like I'd even do like a triple bundle where you could get ebook, audio, and paperback for like one price, and it would definitely be much cheaper than doing all three of those separately. It would be like very much a bundle package. I'd make it worth your while, because I don't ever want to just like nickel and dime the hell out of you just to make some profit. I'm not looking to make a profit off of this. I'm looking to hopefully just break even. That's the goal here, is just to break even. So that's just kind of what I've been thinking around, been tossing around in my head. Have a little bundle, and then maybe I could even have a bundle that includes like Ghostwriters Club. Like if this is your first time buying any of my books, you can do like a whole bundle where you get both books included in the price of one, just to help put funds towards this. And like I can have stretch goals where like if we hit certain stretch goals, I can maybe go and do a hardcover version of the book. It would just I'd have to do more research, but if the interest is there. Okay. Okay. Love to know. Love to hear that. That's good. That's good news. That's good news. Because if I were to do it, I would want to have everything set up this month just to give it enough time. Because usually they say like for your Kickstarters, you want them to last like 30 days or so. And so if I finished it this month, like if I got it posted this month and then it ran for 30 days, I could have, I'll probably hopefully have final files of this book in like June or July. And then I don't know what a turnaround time is for an audiobook, honestly, but I can go ahead and like get that final manuscript sent to whoever is doing it so that they can work on that. But I just think that would be so fun because I would love to have audiobooks of this book. But I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, new version. We are fed lies in a grand feast served with lost time, hiding away memories of everything we fought to keep. Wow, that's beautiful. Great job, Ray. I love that. I love that. Okay. Now the time has come, friends. As you can see, we have reached our final sprint of the evening. Why is my screen so large? There we go. I fixed it. Don't even worry about it. I'm going to reset this because. Okay. And I'm just going to also change this because we're in sprint number 4, technically. Okay. That makes me feel happy. Makes me feel like we've really accomplished some stuff when it says sprint number 4. Okay. With that said, friends, I just lost every word in my brain. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We're fine. 48 minutes are on the clock. Best of luck to all of you. Godspeed. And I'll see you in 40 minutes. Love you so much. Good luck. That was the end of our fourth sprint, if you can believe it. But I was locked in, and I'm not gonna lie. So what time is it? It's only 12 for me right now. I think I might end up doing one more, and we may go down to a 36 to close it out because I'm almost done with this chapter. And I think within another 36 minutes I can finish this chapter. So, if you're just joining, which we had a couple people joining in late, we had Ellie come on in, and we had Free Range Female come right on back. Hello, hello. We have one more sprint that I just decided we're going to do. Also, I think we had Evelyn join as well. We had lots of friends join during that one. Oh, that's me saying hi, Evelyn, not Evelyn. There we go. And Evelyn also joined during that last sprint. So we had lots of friends with us. Oh, and we had, so many. And we also had Moncrief Archives. So many friends joined in on that last sprint. I guess we were where we were going for 48 minutes. So that is a long time. But yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna do one more 36 because I really want to finish this chapter. And then maybe the goal will be maybe what I'll do is I'll do the next one because the next one's a little bit shorter. I'll do the next one off stream. And then I'll take me a nice little brain break so that when Evelyn streams tonight, I can use Evelyn's stream to draft the first draft of chapter 40, a new little chapter that I'm putting in there, which I don't think it'll be very long. I think it'll be maybe 1,500 words or less. So that might be my goal for Evelyn's stream is to try to knock out that chapter. And then all I'll have to do is read through the epilogue. And this draft will be done. Evelyn, maybe I'll finish this draft on your stream tonight. Wouldn't that be crazy? That'd be so fun. Yay, one more sprint. Indeed, indeed. Everyone tell me how you did during that sprint. I'd love to know. If you want to drop a line, drop a line. Oh, I did find a line that I could share that wasn't that's not a spoiler. Okay. Yas. Well, it's not it's sorry, there's a hair in my mouth. It's not necessarily a bonus chapter. It is what my beta readers, whenever they read through this, there was a certain character that they wanted a sort of almost more of a final POV from. And I agreed after I had like read through it. I was like, yeah, it absolutely is missing that. And so we're getting this like sort of like final little POV moment from this other character. And so Slay. Also, yes, I would love to have a dance party in my honor. That would be so nice. I love a dance party. Okay, but back to the line. Are you ready? It's very dramatic. This isn't. None of this is final. Anything that I share with you is not final. Okay, but this is a very dramatic line that I wrote during that last sprint. I shake my head, a desperate attempt to dislodge the memory from my mind, but it's no use. 8 years of shoving it down, keeping it locked in a box has all been in vain. The lid has been blown off, and there's no closing it again. There's no going back. My subconscious teases me, shining a light on the horrific images which festered for so long in the dark. Congratulations. There's your audiobook for that. Oh, is that my husband? It was. He's in the kitchen. Husband, do you want to say hi to the people? No. He said, no. I don't. I get it. He said, love you people. He still has bedhead, so I guess that was why. But he does love you, I promise. Yes, audiobook sesh. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. bum, bum, bum. Oh, I guess I can go ahead and set our timer for the final Sprintino. We're going to call it sprint number 5. And then we're going to focus our timer on 36. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, my goal for this final sprint, I think, is going to be warming me up a little bit of food because it is almost lunchtime. Or maybe I'll just wait until the end of this, honestly, because it's only 36 minutes. And Clark brought me home some meatloaf from his work. They have real good meatloaf. And so I might make myself a little meatloaf sandwich. You feel me? Because I just also got, y'all, you want to hear how productive I was this morning? I got groceries delivered. I made the order last night, but they were delivered at like 9 o'clock this morning. So like, or like 9:15. So like as soon as we went on our first little sprintino, they were delivered. I put them away and I just was like, wow, I feel so productive. I made coffee, took a shower, like got my groceries delivered. I was like, wow, he's an adult. He's a whole adult. And like, this is like what I imagine my life would be like if I were a full-time author, full-time writer. Like, this is kind of like what my schedule would be. I feel like I would get up just about every day, and at least Monday through Friday. I'd probably do like writer work days like this, maybe at least 3 times a week, because, sure, writing is mostly a solitary process, but it's more fun with friends. I would do something like this 3 times a week, and then I would get so much done at the house. I would have a clean house. I'd have laundry done at all times. I would have groceries all the time. Like, why can't that be my life now? Why do bills? Can I get an amen in the chat? Why do bills? Because if I just didn't have bills, I could literally just live my happiest little dog dad artist life. But, it's fine. One day. Nearly reached 10,000 words in your first draft. To me, it's like the point where it feels like I'm actually making progress. I agree. Yeah, once you hit that first 10,000, that 5-digit milestone, it's like, oh, like we're in this. And that's so funny that you mentioned that. Whenever I was drafting Project Purple, the first draft of the first book, I had an outline for sure, but definitely nothing went according to plan. And but like in the best way. Like I feel like what I ended up doing ended up being better than the outline I created. So I'm very excited to see how this reverse outline looks once I do that part of the process. But that's a future Cody thing. But 10K for me, like the way I imagine it in my brain is like, okay, if I'm between two like islands in the middle of the and there's in the middle of the ocean, right? I'm swimming from one island to the next. And to me, once I hit 10K, that is when I can like look back and be like I am a notable distance away from where I started. But then I look ahead and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to do this like probably at least 6, 7 more times before I'm at the final product of the novel. And so it's like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling a little bit of the fatigue because I mean, I've been swimming for 10,000 words and now I'm looking back. I feel like I've come too far to go back, but also like, oh, that the other island is very far away and I'm scared. So that's kind of how writing a book feels like in my brain. Amen, sister. Amen. Hi, Rachel Catherine. Welcome in. How are you? You're just in time. We're 30 seconds away from our final sprint of today's live stream. And if you didn't know, I will literally be back doing this all again tomorrow. So come hang out. And it's already posted on my channel. Hit that notify button. And we're going to try to get this freaking book done because my God, if I'm not ready to have this book done, I'm tired of looking at it. I'm having fun, but I'm just getting to the point now where I'm feeling the fatigue of looking at this story. I guess it's time to look at the story some more because it's time for our final sprint, everyone. 36 minutes is on the clock. Best of luck to all of you. I love you all so much, and I'll see you on the other side. All right. All right. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I needed to finish that. I did finish a chapter. So slay. Uh-oh. Something going on with the internet from me. It is the wind is blowing outside. So it does look like we're gonna be getting some like rainy weather. So maybe that could be the cause. Or it could just be the fact that I've been streaming for almost 4 hours and my internet is tired. So that could very much be the issue here. But I finished this chapter. I'm gonna read it, probably give it one good read through before I call it actually done. But I'm feeling very, very accomplished about that. But that has brought us to the end of our sprints for the morning. I am gonna take a little break, gonna get some lunch. I'm probably gonna truck on along through maybe the next chapter, because it again is just another line edit. So I'll probably just work through that, and it's gonna be shorter than this one, I think. So that's nice. Um, and also the next chapter, I know for a fact that I've worked it a good few times. Like it's been massaged quite a bit. So I'm gonna probably do that one off stream, and then I will be on Evelyn's stream. She had to leave during that first sprint, but this is her channel on YouTube. I will be up in her chat tonight. It'll be 6 p.m. Central Time. So whatever that time is for you. But if you just go to her channel, it's already posted. Go click notify because I'm gonna be hanging out there tonight. Hopefully, maybe drafting chapter 40. That'll be the goal. Finishing the first draft of chapter 40 after my nice little few hour break that I will be taking here soon. But thank you all. Oh, Heather, it's your internet. Oh, I hope it gets to figuring out what's going on. It needs to. Ooh, got another 750 in this last round. Very nice, Misty. Rachel Catherine. Woo. Felt that. Felt that. But anyways, with that said, friends, I will be back here tomorrow, same time, 9 a.m. Central Time, and we're going to be doing the same thing tomorrow on this channel. And then tonight, like I said, I'll be over on Evelyn's channel in the chat, hanging out. Come and vibe. It'll be a great time. And otherwise, I will see you guys on the flip side. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I love you so much, and I hope you keep on writing. Love you.